Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Strife Cal. I'm gonna see if we can finish out this run of the Final Fantasy IV randomizer. Let's see. I believe, we've got the Legend Sword, so we're partway there. Package is gonna let us get another character. Magma Key we've already basically used, and so we're gonna go in and do a few of the less obvious checks, starting with the one that doesn't actually require us to fight anything or put a lot of effort in. Oops. Currently our party is really solid. I'd be okay with getting the Sand Ruby, but we've checked so much at this point I'm not going to go out of my way for it. We have gotten a lot of junk pulls. I'm just hoping I don't get the pan here and then have to do a back and forth. Although it's very possible at this point that we're going to get the Okay. So once we've done that, we go back to Fabul, and we can get one item from Yang's wife. Which should be up here. You get one item for finding him, and then once you have the pan, you can hit him with it to wake him up. You get one item from the sylphs, and you get a second item from his wife at that point. So we prefer to do all of them at once, but we obviously have options. Okay. I need to make my eyes watery. And we got the Twin Harp. Perfect. That's something. So the Twin Harp means we can go fight the Dark Elf spot. And we get to do one of the cool little flavor things. I am going to do one other cool flavor thing while we're jumping around, but we can wait on that. Hell no, let's just do it quick. We're going to do a bunch of cool little flavor things here since we're... again, the average time I was seeing in the tournament play was like an hour and a half. And we're close... we're over 3 hours, I'm pretty sure, at this point. So I realized I've been missing some chests in the dwarf town. And... on all of my playthroughs. And there's also a flavor thing here. He's a radio and TV station administrator. So normally that guy says he's a farmer. And the people thought that it was hilarious that the guy in the underground where there's no farms said he was a farmer. So they gave him a whole list of random jobs that he could be doing. And they are now, it randomly lists out one of the jobs when you... not... Okay. It randomly lists out one of the one of those jobs when you talk to him, so it's neat. We're picking up some Bacchus wine. Lets you have a fighter cast Berserk on themselves, which is in a fight that's tight on healing can be good. Okay. So Twin Harp is, at this point, should be a joke. That's one where, you can usually, if you have a good party with some okay equipment, do it right out the gate. and we're going to be looking at doing it at like level 40 something with mostly good like god tier equipment. And our choices at this point are Dark Elf or Magnet Cave or the tower. Oops, gotta land on. Hang on one. Okay. Yeah. And again, we really don't care that much about treasure at this point. There's not a lot we can find that'd be better than what we have, like except for additional copies of some of the stuff that we already. So not super worried. I think it's this way. I occasionally get lost. I apologize. Is that the save point? That's the save point. I don't have any more. I don't have any sirens. Is that right? You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and use this on the Rosa with less HP, just to clear up a spot. Oh, we do have 6 sirens. Okay, that's not very many, but it's something. Okay. Okay, so we get to go through this first. Which we literally just have to wait. This is just a cutscene, and this is why in the tournaments they actually try to avoid this location for as long as they can because of this. Do we actually have to lose? Okay, that's what I thought. We can't. And then we get our cutscene with Edward. This is one of the other things they randomized, and it's one of my favorite little Easter eggs. Somebody went through and took them, like made MIDI versions or found MIDI versions of a bunch of good classic games and other references. So Edward's song is random every time. I'm not sure I'm familiar with that one. We can check what it is afterwards. It sounds like an NES boss music of some kind. Okay. Oh, it is. Okay. Final Fantasy 3 boss music. We'll see what he transforms into. Moon boss, so that's Pale Dim? Pale Dim. I'm pretty sure we don't even... This isn't even worth the time to Berserk. If I'm remembering it right. Yeah. Somehow people still gained levels off of it, but... Okay. That's what I was afraid of. Wow. So we now have to. So we went and found Yang. Get his wife to give us the twin harp. To get the pan. To go back down to hit Yang with the pan. Yeah. This is why we. This is why I didn't do this check earlier. Generally, you wait until you have the pan so you can do it all at once. One trip, hit Yang with the pan, go back, talk to his wife twice, and you get 3 items. I think it is over here. Yeah. So now we get to go back through the Sylph Cave to do the same thing again. This makes me feel a little better because I'm pretty sure that based on the strategies that I see from racers and stuff, I know I haven't done everything. I've done a lot of things the safer or easier way because I am not great at some of the strategies that they are using and a lot of the glitches that they're using, as minor as they are. Spoon, which is again almost worthless. uh, it is only not worthless because we have Edge in our party. Um, there is a special flag option where they customized the spoon to make it a weapon that can only be equipped by Edward and has a like super powerful attack rating. So that you could have a spoony bard. That is the kind of game this is. Oops. Now, the worst part of all of this running back and forth is there's a chance that she just gives us another item, another generic item. Hey, at least we did this before the tower. Otherwise, we would have had to go through the tower twice. So the tower is, I think, all that's left. Like, I mean, it can't be all that's left. Because there's 4 items. Well, 3 items. Does it have 3 items in it? Or am I forgetting something somewhere? There's one spot on the moon that I'm not 100% sure I got. From watching some races earlier today. There's the sirens. Perfect. So there's a good chance that we're going to get the Sand Ruby after all. If we get the pink tail and the Sand Ruby somehow, then I'm very confused. That means I missed something somewhere else along the way, and I'll need to figure out what I missed. Pink tail, I believe, gives you a good magic item. This way, I think. see if I'm guessing right. This is, again, a dungeon that I don't see very often because it's one of the last... This is like the last resort of a lot of the like more speedrun-oriented races. Because it's long, convoluted, and has multiple tiers of stuff leading up to the end. And if you go up without the tower key, you get one item, but you can get a second item later. So this is what the tower key opens. Super cannon. Looks like that is the door. I have no idea how hard this spot is, so let's just do our usual and see how it goes. I don't think this spot's very bad. Okay. I totally didn't realize quite how weak that spot was, apparently, because I could have just hit that with Rosa, probably. So, blowing up the super cannon doesn't actually do anything now, but it will give us an extra check on our way out of the tower. This is another one you can't warp out of, which is why it's avoided. Or you can warp out, you can't exit out, rather. Let's see what this boss is. I think there's 2 bosses here. No, just one. This is the Dr. Luge spot, and that looks like... Is that Golbez? I actually don't know that sprite offhand. Oh, that's Bahamut. Okay. I'm not 100% sure how much HP this has, so I'm putting up some walls as safety to reflect his Mega Nukes. But I'm still going to go ahead and have Edge and Cecil just attack and see if we can get the kill. Putting the wall on the caster so I can resurrect if I need to. Okay, so we got the whole party walled. We should be good. Mega Nuke. Apparently hers wore off. Okay. He nuked himself. We lost one Rosa. One of them was still just an item. I think the glass helm is actually good. Apparently it's 30 defense and can be used by everybody. If only it wasn't for the fact that Zeromus only uses physical attack or magic attacks. I think there's a certain point where you can start warping out. Can't remember. So yeah, walking back out of this tower is why it's normally avoided. It's also kind of out of the way. There's a bunch of stuff that's not super accessible. Most of the treasure chests can't be collected because it's full of monsters. There's like a ton of trap chests. If you're low level, if you're low level, it's a trap, and if you're higher level, it's a slog for not a whole lot of XP. What did I miss? I mean, I guess we'll go through the stuff that's here that we know we have access to. Because I don't think, I'm pretty sure package doesn't give you anything. I also think you have to approach from the left side of the screen. There we go. Package opened automatically. Burn the town. And get a Sid, which we will turn down. We'll use the Sand Ruby to wake Kane up. I don't think that actually gives us anything. Oh, I forgot there's a boss here. Or quasi-boss here. Pretty sure this cinematic just has to happen. Just trying to remember what all we didn't do yet. There must be another spot. I was thinking there is one more spot on the moon, and so I was trying to do the math on like which bosses are up there, and it's like Bahamut is in the Bahamut Cave. And there's Ogopogo, Plague, Hail Dim. I feel like I'm forgetting one. Mom Bomb. Okay. I thought this was a much lower HP spot. Oh, that's right. It has 10,000 extra hit points because of the explosion. So if we can knock through all its hit points still, we're good. Okay. Since it splits into the 6 bombs at the end, it has extra hit points distributed toward that. Goodbye, Sid. Sid's actually a very good character in this, especially early on. He has a lot of hit points and is a very let's see, it's gonna yell at me when I do this, isn't it? Can go ahead and clear that out now because it's gonna yell at me in a moment. So I'm gonna ask it to unequip Usuya to get Kane. Oops. Sandra B. Then we can switch around our casters a bit. So we're gonna dismiss Fusoya, we're gonna take his equipment. I'm going to hope that was the right decision. I'm gonna form this up so that Kane is here. Edge is here. Do Dragoon Shield. I'm not sure if white or defense is better. Samurai has magic defense. Oh. I actually have... Okay, so I can do Sorcerer Robe. I think Rune is still best here. Yeah. And then I think we actually want Wizard over Tiara. Wizard is better defensively, or is better for cast as a casting stat. Tiara is better defensively. You know what, we'll go Tiara. Doesn't actually help her casting, but it is still good. It's gonna yell at me again when I unequip this, probably. Okay. So there's our play. Let's hope this works out. Like I said, I think there's another boss. Maybe there's another boss on the moon. I'm actually genuinely not sure what I'm missing at this point. Unless I like forgot to grab a reward somewhere or something. But I don't think there's any like that. Is it still over here? It is. Let's see, we finished up ordeals because we've got our paladin. Oh, there's a shop here. I never checked. I don't think it has a key item or anything, but it's a shop, so we'll check it quick. Cure 3s and Ether 2s are good. So I think now that we've gone through and actually equipped our characters, we have our final party, effectively. I'm still going to keep a few of these just as safeguards, but, like, I shouldn't need that. Shouldn't need that. Stardust Rod is actually decent, but I don't think we have anybody who can use it. No. I am going to keep some of the stuff around in case we want to flip Rosa back into a heroine version. And keep Dragoon as a Dragoon and Crystal Gauntlets in case we are switching them to a more defensive build. Strength shouldn't be needed. Assassin probably isn't needed. I am going to keep it as a for grinding potentially because it can go a little faster. And we could throw it. Using items is faster than casting. We have 2 white mages. If we have a wall spell up on us, we need that. And if we're in a desperate situation where we just need to get a little bit of healing quick, Cure 3s are actually really good. We do have 2 elixirs also as backups. And do we have anything else here? Got a bunch of hourglasses. Let's get rid of this one in case we're... Okay. I'm suspecting that if I did miss something, it's... so I'm either thinking there's a spot on the moon I missed, because I think there's one more boss that is, like, between here and the actual point. The, like, save point. Monsters. Sure. This is actually probably a mistake. Oh well. Yeah, we just need to kill these. That was a very much a mistake. I should not have done that. There's a reason I haven't been opening treasure chests, and I got just went into instinct mode there. I'm going to try and get Kane back up to get the XP for this, but I also don't want him to just die repeatedly, because that doesn't do me any good. This was very much a mistake. And I just miscast that. Which is a problem on several levels, because it has a stupid long cast time. I'm much less worried once one of these goes down, but apparently the hourglass didn't work, so, that makes it a lot harder to actually balance things out here. Okay, these guys have the boss flag, so that doesn't work. That was a stupid amount of damage. I'm hoping we can get two big level boosts out of Kane. Otherwise, we'll have to grind a little bit, but that's okay. Nope. That would have been really nice. We just missed it. Oh boy, a Dragoon Shield. I already have one of those equipped. Ugh. Yeah, that one. Okay, we are missing one. Which I'm guessing must be up here. Huh. Okay, apparently I just don't know where this one is, so I'm gonna continue down to where I know the save point is. I'm going to save and then go looking for it, because we actually need to hit we actually need to successfully get one grind off on Kane like one really good level off on Kane. Which, I think this is the right spot. Nope, not even a little. Let's see what these guys are worth. 120,000 weak against Thunder, okay. I don't think that's right. Hoping if we can get him into the air here, he'll not die horribly if something happens. I suspect this is not going to be a great XP dump, but it's a start. Hey, he got the kill. 42,000, okay. Kane gained 21 levels. So you can imagine what he would have gotten if we had gotten that earlier. He gets extra XP based on the level gap with the rest of the party. So the fact that that last one was like 126,000, he would have gotten triple XP on that. Genuinely don't know where the... Down here? Maybe? Does not appear to be. Artemis arrows. Best arrows in the game. Let's just hit things really hard and stop messing around. There we go, 121,000. And got another 13 levels, so he should actually... I think he probably just passed everybody. And that's actually might be worth it. I mean, I guess I'm trying to figure out where else this could be. Like, is it hiding somewhere? It almost feels like it must be like you must have to get to it from one of the other areas or something. Or there's like a hidden path or something that I'm just not seeing. Is it like over here? No? No. I'm getting the feeling this is going to be one of those where I'm just going to kick myself later once I finally figure out where the heck it is. There are a bunch of teleporters and stuff. Maybe it's like this teleporter. I think this might actually be right. Bulbous. This is gonna suck. Mostly because we have to wait through all of this. He does hit pretty hard too. And he starts out by knocking your party down to 2 people. I was hoping we could get Kane in the air. I think several of our characters must be immune to this. Yes. So I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit of quick heals. Probably should have done berserks first. That just means I have to just means I have to push the button. It's not like it's a huge deal. It also means I can use items to heal myself. This must be a pretty low magic spot. So he's actually not doing a ton of damage with his casting, luckily. And at this point, we are doing a ton of damage. Oh, there we go. Kane only gained 3 levels. Pink tail is not what we need, so it's literally still one more item. That is not the one I was looking for, apparently. But this is basically confirmed that I just don't know my way around the moon well enough. Let's see. Okay. I may just have to look up how to get this, because this is driving me crazy already. And I feel like I've already checked everything pretty thoroughly, but there's clearly one piece missing. And there's no clear indication of where to get or how to get there. I don't think I've ever seen anybody check that spot I just did. So I either wasn't paying attention or something. Maybe I have to go deeper. And like come back. Yeah, I might have to check a guide. It's like, I know where it is. I know what I'm missing. I know exactly where it is, and I probably could have saved myself some time. We'd be done right now if I knew how to get that, but I don't. So that was an accident. I haven't healed. uh, I mean, clearly it's following that path. think this is the boss. Nope, there's one more floor that I didn't think about. Okay, we'll see if this is it. Quick. This all looks like a straight path. That's the boss. So that's not the right way. Okay. Well, I'm gonna look it up and we'll revisit this in the last video because there's genuinely only one spot left. We'll definitely be wrapping it up one way or the other. Hopefully you're still enjoying. If you are, give me a like and subscribe. Check out the other content on my channel. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments. And as always, have a good one.